Okay, in this short video, I'm just going to quickly go over categories, tags, and authors. So to begin, if we come on into our dashboard and we click posts, we can see all the different posts that I've created. By default, WordPress will create all of your categories as being uncategorized. And we really want to use categories to organize our content. So once we start adding different content, then we can go about really creating our different categories. Now, where do I see these categories to change them? So when I come on up to screen options, I can start to see those. So I have author, categories, tags, comments, and date. So I'm going to come on back into my posts, and actually what I can do is I need to edit them. And then I can come on down into here. And what I want to do right now is I'm going to create a new category. So I'm going to say add new category. I'm going to make this Buddhist study. All right, so there we have it. And I want that, that's what I want that one to be. So then I'll update it. And if I come back and view my posts, I can see that that one is right there. So that's what I want to do, coming on in and editing them, and then coming back in and changing the category, updating it, coming on back to my post. Now, another really important thing that we're going to want to do is, and I believe that you can do more than one at a time. Let me just try this. If I click these two, quick edit. There we go. See, if I do a quick edit, that's actually more the way to go, is the quick edit, because then it's quicker. As is stated, we can do a quick edit and start putting things in where we want them to be. So I have these different categories, and now what I might want to do is, actually I'm going to eventually get rid of this one right here, but I have a couple in right here. All right, so let's take a look at another thing. If we come on into the full edit screen, if I wanted to start to add tags, tags are going to be an important thing that we want to do. Now, categories will work. We can use the categories really as we visually organize. We say we always create visual hierarchy within our pages, and even within our posts, we can do that also. So we can use the categories in order to do that, to organize actual content within our WordPress site. Now, our tags are important because they help to index the content. So tags are related more directly to the content. So I could start in with my first tag, Buddhism. We're separating them with commas. This one I could put in emptiness and impermanence. Now you can also see that we can separate our tags with columns. Maybe I want to put in the name of the author of this article. If you'd like to, maybe I'll even put in the word visual art, because this whole site is about visual art, so I like that one. And maybe, I'm not going to put the name of that. I'm just going to leave that with these three. Add. All right, so now let's take a look. Now if I come on in, I can see that I have these here. So if I wanted to get rid of one, I could do that. So I could just say, there it is, now it's gone. I don't want that one, but I have these two right in here. I can actually set a featured image. If I want an image to be featured on this page, I could do that. Now, not all of the themes will ask you to do this, but you know, maybe I want to for some of them. I could grab this one right here. This one might not work so well, but just to get a sense of this. Update. Okay, let's preview these changes, see what we think. There we can see we have this one. This one has a featured image. I can make it smaller if I want to. Featured images are actually very nice. All right, coming on back. Let's take a look at what we want to do. And I need to always make sure too that I publish it, although it already is published, so I'm just updating it, which it works out very nicely. If I come on into my other posts, and what we'll begin to see too is that once we have categories for one of them, it'll be pretty easy to, not categories, if we start adding tags, I could come on in and start adding my other ones in here too. But actually what I want to do is come on in and undo the quick edit, and if I go on into a full edit and I come on into my tags, I could choose from most used tags, and then this is nice. I could, just start adding them in, and this one is actually about the 4 noble truths, the 5 remembrances, and I believe the 8-fold path. As the 4 noble truths and the 5 remembrances. And one of the other, I could also put in women and Buddhism, and I could hit add. All right, so now I have all of these different images, and maybe I want to set a featured image again. And this time I'm going to go on into my media library. And actually I'm going to find an image. Oh, actually I want to upload files. I could select a file. And I know where I have a good image that would work perfectly from my desktop. Okay, there we have it. I could put in, I should put in some information in the alternate text too. That's an important place to actually put stuff. So I'm going to set this as the featured image. Again, as I said before, not all of our work will have featured images, but we get the sense of what we have here. I definitely want to update this too. We also get the sense, hopefully, from this video on quick edits and edits. So what I've done here is just quickly gone over categories and tags. And now let's come on in and let's visit the site and see what we think. All right, so there we have it. Here's our page with our blogs. Now, as I go a little bit further too, it will begin to get easier to move things around, especially as we start to get categories. So categories actually are really a great thing, and especially as we move a little bit further to organize things, there's a lot of other information. We definitely want to use our categories each time we create a post. We can also have children categories of things. So what I mean by that is when we come on into our dashboard one more time and we come on into our posts, again, we want to see our post. So I wanted to show you one more thing after we look at the children posts. If I come on into edit, and again, I want to look at my categories. If I was to add a new category, I could actually add a child category of my Buddhist study category. So I could say, the artwork. Okay, so and I could make this, and I want to make it I wanted to put it in underneath Buddhist study. Okay, so then I can see as I look at this that Buddhist study is under the artwork. And again, as we go further in some of the other videos, it will be easy we can look at how we can order things within our pages, within our themes, based on the categories that we place them into. Thanks so much. Oh, actually, one more thing I want to show you. How do we have our author? How do we set the author of what it is that we're creating? First of all, we need to make sure that the author is set. So we'll come on into users, and we'll come to, first of all, if I come into all users, I can see that this is me right here. So if yours just says admin, you might want to come in and edit and put in the name of the author. And also see as we come on into users one more time, that if you wanted to have more than one user, you absolutely can. So you could say add new, you could create the user. Now, why would I want to do this? Well, because when I have my posts, come on in to the posts, we edit the post, we can come on down and we can look at the author. So if you don't see your name here, you need to go into users and make sure you set it. If there's more than one author, you can set the author of the post as well. So I'll end there. Thanks for listening. A little overview of categories, tags, and setting the author.